and repost this stream on my actual page because I finally got in to my Facebook on my laptop again. And yeah, I'm going to set that up and then we'll get started. I keep saying we're like there's more than one person. What? Huh? What happened? What happened? Facebook is just giving me grief right now. It doesn't really like me. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. I don't know why it said something went wrong. Whatever. But, alright. What is up, guys? How is everybody doing? Hey, girl, hey, how are you? Hey. How are you, Jessica? I see you on Facebook. I see you in the chat. Hey, Piss Off, how are you? Long time no talk. I gotta figure out why on my... I gotta figure out on why on Restream it doesn't show anybody's comments, but from Facebook. Maybe it just isn't supported. Oh, that's right, it's not supported. Got it. Excuse me. But yeah, alright, cool. So I have everything up and running. We have YouTube. Let's see. Let me make sure everything looks good on YouTube. And then let me go to Twitch. Just to... I always double check because, you know, trust issues. Cool. We're live on Twitch. We look good on over there. And then, yep, live now on YouTube as well. Cool. I don't know. I feel like I should trust technology more than I do, but I don't. I've been busy lately, and I'm doing great. And you? I'm doing pretty good. Today was a little bit hard for me to hop on the stream, to be honest with you. It, like, I don't know what it was, but I kind of got into a funk earlier. And I just kind of... I went out, did an errand, and then I came back and I just sat down and watched YouTube for way too long. And then I went down a endless spiral of beauty influencer drama, which, if y'all don't know what's going on with Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, go look that up. But I don't want to talk about it because everybody's talking about it. Then I was watching a goth reacting to TikToks, and it's the best thing ever. Like, cringy TikToks, and I love him. So, hey Leaf, what's up? But yeah, I don't know. Today was a little hard for me to hop on here, but that's why I'm doing it this way. So I know that if I'm not actually going live, somebody can, like, comment or message me and be like, yo, why aren't you live today? Like, what's your reasoning? So yeah, that's why I'm here, and it's working so far. So trying to use positive peer pressure here, if you know what I mean. Oh shoot. But alright, so that being said, let's get into everything. I'm going to be actually putting together a presentation for my, whatchamacallit, YouTube, for a YouTube video. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out Twitch, like, slowly. I need to figure out Twitch a lot better because, there we go, stream manager. Boom. There we are. Cool. I need to figure out Twitch a little bit better because this is, like, my only time I ever have used Twitch. So yeah. That's not this isn't the only time, but, like, it's my first couple of times, actually. Like, I literally just made my Twitch account. Yeah, so, actually, Leaf, what we found out what happened, because I got on a call with, Logan. And what we found out had happened is my MacBook Air, the CPU couldn't handle streaming. I'm streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook right now. But yeah, basically what was happening was streaming from OBS to Restream, and then Restream oh, sorry, but Restream streams it to like other places. That's how I can do 3 streams in one. It's pretty dang cool if you ask me. But we realized that OBS, or my MacBook Air, the CPU on it, I'm gonna turn this laptop fan up, but couldn't handle streaming for whatever reason from OBS. So I switched back to my handy dandy Dell Precision 5510. It does have a quad core processor. Yeah, so I didn't realize I was streaming in 4K. Yeah. So, that being said, right now I'm streaming in 720. I'm probably gonna up it to 1080. I mean, there's not much of a difference, but you know, just quality. I like quality. So yeah. I'm gonna hit you up. Where are you at? I'm on Twitch. I'm on Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I don't actually have I have a Twitter. I think it's just Kiska Sanchez, but I should get into Twitter, but I don't care for social media. The only reason I use it is for this kind of stuff here. I've never been one to, like, I lie. I just don't like it. I don't like posting to social media, and I already am unproductive enough because of it. So I tried not to add too many accounts. Didn't have Facebook for quite a while, and then I started streaming to Facebook, so I figured I probably should log back into Facebook. You know what I mean? Let's see. Like, actually... Okay. Anyways. Anyways. Cool. I'm gonna see... Stream looks good. Clear in 720. Okay, perfect. Then if it's clear in 720, then I shouldn't have to go up to 1080. I'm kind of snobby when it comes to resolutions and all that, because who doesn't want the best of the best? You know what I mean? Like, if I can have the best of the best, I'm gonna have the best of the best. You know? Because why not? Anyway, sorry, we took a little aside to check my phone there for a second because David and Tatiana were texting me. So, it was random fluke. I happened to be on Facebook at the... Yeah, so, same. I was on YouTube when I found Clever Programmer, and, like, the day before I found Clever Programmer and the challenge, like, 15 minutes to an hour before the very first live stream, started, and yeah, here I am. So I feel you, Leaf, but, what I've been looking into recently is AI, for those of you who are just tuning in to the actual stream. Right? Exactly. But for those of you just tuning in and getting into the stream, and the past couple of days, I've been actually researching for a project that I'm working on with David, Logan, and Aminoth. We kind of all got together, and we're working on a Twitter translator, plainly put. We want to take user input and translate it into a way that somebody else would talk. So kind of like cloning the way somebody would talk. So whatever I put in as my input, and like say I want to translate it to the way Logan talks, it would take my text input and translate it into the way Logan talks. That kind of idea. So yeah. Anyways, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn my phone on silent. I'm gonna reply to one thing and then turn it on silent. Okay. Now I'm gonna. Oh nope, that's a flashlight. That was a flashlight. So, anyways, I've just been looking up libraries that I can use to go on and program tweets. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, like a personal. Yeah, exactly. But based on Twitter, actually. So we're going to be using Twitter. And yeah. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Just like it should detect. So one of the Logan's working on the software requirements doc. So this is going to be something for him to kind of look into a little bit more, but it's going to be more like a dialect thing. Not only dialect, but like shoot, what do you call that? Syntax? I don't know. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm putting down. So, yesterday I found this library called Spacy, which Spacy. I'm gonna either call it Spacey or Spicy because it's like one letter away from both. Or like one change or like 2 letters, something like that. English. So that being said, just probably gonna call it Spacey. So if you hear me say Spacey, it's this. So I've been looking into a library that I can use for all of this. So this is a natural language processing library. It seems like this is the route to go. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I'm gonna have to keep looking into it a little bit more. I found it last night, and I was actually gonna use IBM Watson, but the person that we're targeting first has over like 50,000 tweets. So that being said, I don't want to do that because Watson has a 30,000 tweet limit. So I had to find something else. Yeah, it's here. I'll type it in for you. SPACY, like that. It's called Spicy, whatever. It's Python and Cython. And I didn't know what the heck Cython was until I looked it up last night. Cython is a way of writing C extensions in Python. It sounds freaking terrible, and it sounds like I might hate myself for deciding to take on this part of the project, but that's what we're here for. I like to do things that make me hate myself. Don't ask me why. I just do. The harder it is, and the more it makes me hate myself or hate what I'm doing, the more I want to do it. Am I sadistic? Yes. Yeah. We're gonna leave it there. It's different. It's definitely a thing. So. Oh, Miss Lowenberg liked my post. Miss Lowenberg was my very first computer science teacher. I actually messaged her when I found out I won second in the Clever Programmer competition, and I was like, Miss Lowenberg, I won second in a competition for programming. She's like, it doesn't surprise me. You've always been a natural programmer, which like made me happy. It made me really happy because she was my Java teacher in high school, and yeah, she reminded me a lot of my mother. But anyways, yeah, Fear and Loathing in C. C is an interesting language, to say the least. I have experience with C++, but it's been a minute. But anyways, let's get into it because I've been on live now for like, what, couple of minutes, 15 minutes or so. So again, we're going to be working on the program, and then we're also going to be working on actually creating a presentation in Prezi for a YouTube video that I think I'm going to record after I get off of live, and if I don't record it after I get off of live, I will record it tomorrow. I'm thinking I want to record it after I get off of live so I can just edit it tomorrow and go from there. I also know the way I am, so if I don't get it all done all together, I don't know if I'm actually going to do it. So, we have a dilemma here, and yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So, either I'll get it done tonight, hopefully all of it, or maybe just part of it, and just force myself to do it tomorrow. Maybe on live, who knows, but yeah, why not? So, let's get into it. I want to kind of take a look into Spacey and see what people are saying. Usage. And if y'all hear anything in the background, I have 2 dogs that love to play. So that being said, it's probably them in the background. Because yeah, they're animals. If they get too loud, I'll give them a bone or something, but like, yeah. Anyways, so hold on. I don't like how the responsiveness is on the Restream website. I don't like the responsiveness on it. They shouldn't have it wrapped the way it does. I just don't like it. Anyways, I'm gonna stop complaining about things that don't really matter. Because I'm still gonna use the service, so I mean, even though I don't like it, doesn't mean I'm not gonna use it. I mean, I don't like the way it's responsive, put it that way. But yeah. Yeah, if y'all haven't heard, Texas, I keep checking my phone. I was gonna throw my phone because it has an OtterBox, but something in me is telling me not to. So yeah, I'm not going to chunk it like I was just getting ready to do. I'm just gonna set it over here, down there, and out of the way. Because yeah, I definitely was getting ready, to throw it across the room. Because I get tired of myself checking my phone. If anybody knows me, they know that I get very distracted pretty easily, and my phone is no exception. But yeah, I'm only planning on doing an hour towards this project today. I know I keep saying that I need to get started. I just talk way too damn much. Anyways, I'm only going to spend about an hour on this project here, and then I'm going to go on and work on my, presentation, just because, I don't know, I feel like I want to focus more on the presentation today, rather than the 100 days of code, which I still kind of consider the presentation 100 days of code. It's just, I did want to work on this project because it is something that I said I was going to do, so why not? Hey, take the free interactive course. Let's frickin' do that. Okay, let's do it. Why not? I don't know if I'm really allowed to show this on stream, but whatever. It's not like I'm getting paid.
I'm one of the co-developers of Spacey, a popular library.
Hold on. I'm going to pause this and give the dogs a bone because they are already acting up. Yeah, gently place it and maybe scoot it across the floor. Yeah, came to learn, stayed for the animal show. Oh, God. I have a cup of juice right there where Odin just jumped up, and yeah, that's Odin, by the way. Milo's over there in the corner, and the dogs are over here causing a ruckus, so watch this. Oh, guys, we're gonna have to get you some more pork rolls. You're running out. Sit. Good girl. Yogurt. girl. Alright, yeah, don't throw it. Gently place it and maybe scoot it across the floor. Yeah, I'm not always the most patient when it comes to hiding things from myself, or just moving things. I'm also lazy, and I probably won't be getting up during the stream, so yeah. I just was like, okay, I'll just throw it, and if I throw it, I can't reach it, right? Anyways, we're gonna turn this up, and get into it.
For advanced natural language processing in Python. In this lesson, we'll take a look at the most important concepts of spaCy and how to get started. At the center of spaCy is the object containing the processing pipeline. We usually call this variable NLP. For example, to create an English NLP object, you can import the English language class from spaCy.lang.en and instantiate it. You can use the NLP object like a function to analyze text. It contains all the different components in the pipeline. It also includes language-specific rules used for tokenizing the text into words and punctuation. spaCy supports a variety of languages that are available in spaCy.lang. When you process a text with the NLP object, spaCy creates a doc object, short for document. The doc lets you access information about the text in a structured way, and no information is lost. The doc behaves like a normal Python sequence, by the way, and lets you iterate over its tokens or get a token by its index. But more on that later. Token objects represent the tokens in a document, for example, a word or punctuation character. To get a token at a specific position, you can index into the doc. Token objects also provide various attributes that let you access more information about the tokens. For example, the .text attribute returns the verbatim token text. A span object is a slice of the document consisting of one or more tokens. It's only a view of the doc and doesn't contain any data itself. To create a span, you can use Python's slice notation. For example, 1:3 will create a slice starting from the token at position 1 up to, but not including, the token at position 3. Here you can see some of the available token attributes. I is the index of the token within the parent document. Text returns the token text. Is alpha, is punct, and like num return Boolean values indicating whether the token consists of alphabetic characters, whether it's punctuation, or whether it resembles a number. For example, a token 10, 1, 0, or the word 10, T-E-N. These attributes are also called lexical attributes. They refer to the entry in the vocabulary and don't depend on the token's context. Let's see this in action and process your first text with...
Alright, so I'm gonna go back and rewatch that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rephrase exactly what she's saying in the video. Because I do feel like it's always critical when you're learning something new. If you take like the extra maybe 10 to 15 minutes to rephrase what they just said or write down some notes about it, it allows you to understand what's going on a lot easier and a lot better, and you're a little bit more confident. Nifty tokenization conveniently wrapped in arrays and objects with functions. Yes, that's what I was definitely seeing as well, Leaf. Like, I was loving it. But anyways, I'm going to go on and restate basically what she had said. Because, yeah, why not? And it helps me learn. So, something's going on Twitch. I'm gonna turn off. And, oh, okay. Turn back on. Let's see. Is Twitch working for anybody? Okay, it looks like it is now. It gave me a weird error. But anyways, let's go on.
spaCy is a modern Python library for industrial-strength natural language processing. In this free and interactive online course, you'll learn how to use spaCy to build advanced natural language understanding systems using both...
And by the way, she's saying it like I said I was going to say it, spaCy, so I guess I was right. You know, just another episode of Kiska was right, as David would say. You know, whatever. Anyways.
...based and machine learning approaches. Hi, I'm Ines. I'm one of the core developers of spaCy, a popular library for advanced natural language processing in Python. In this lesson, we'll take a look at the most important concepts of spaCy and how to get started. At the center of spaCy is the object containing the processing pipeline. We usually call this variable NLP.
Hey, Ahmed.
For example, to create an English NLP object, you can import the English language class from spaCy.lang.en and instantiate it. You can use the NLP object like a function to analyze text. It contains all the...
So when you do NLP, Twitch is working for you. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Leaf. It was just telling me that my browser ran into an error trying to encode the stream. I was like, it was fine yesterday, and OBS says that it's fine. So I'm not sure why you're telling me that right now. But anyways, I wonder if when you assign an NLP English here, I wonder if like that changes if you want to do Spanish. You know what I mean? So like you would do Spanish, open close parentheses, or like I don't know, Hungarian, French. I don't know. I wonder if that it would work the same way. Probably.
Different components in the pipeline.
Okay, contains processing pipeline, includes language-specific rules for tokenization.
It also includes language-specific rules used for tokenizing the text into words and punctuation. spaCy supports a variety of languages that are available in spaCy.lang. When you process a text with the NLP object, spaCy creates a doc object, short for document. The doc lets you access information about the text in a structured way, and no information is lost.
Okay, so basically, it structures the text into the document, and you can import languages. Let me go back, because I think there was something in the import. Yeah, it's right there. You're right, Leaf. It's right up here from spaCy.language.en, import English, and then because you're importing English, you're assigning NLP to English. I just wasn't really... I don't know, my brain doesn't look at this like from one document sometimes, so it's kind of, yeah. It doesn't quite comprehend sometimes. I don't know why, but it does. Anyways. Yeah, I have the docs pulled up. I just kind of wanted to take a look into it. I learned better from actually analyzing what they have up and seeing it in action and looking at the patterns and trying to make it make sense. I've always been a pattern type of person rather than documents. I don't like documents. I don't like reading docs if I don't have to. Very useful most of the time, and I will do it because it is useful. I just don't like doing it, if that makes sense.
You can use the NLP object like a function to analyze text. It contains all the different components in the pipeline. It also includes language-specific rules used for tokenizing the text into words and punctuation. spaCy supports a variety of languages that are available in spaCy.lang. When you process a text with the NLP object, spaCy creates a doc object, short for document. The doc lets you access information about the text in a structured way, and no information is lost.
Okay, that makes sense. So in doc, you're assigning a new NLP, which is hello world, or you're creating an NLP essentially. And then for token in doc, so for each token in this doc here, you're going to iterate. So I guess this is, what, length of 3, so you're going to go through it 3 times. Exactly. I honestly, Leaf, I'm gonna be, like, transparent with everybody on the stream right now. I much rather watch a YouTube video on how to do something like this rather than read the docs. I don't know what it is. I think it takes less time, and then I can also put them on double speed. So it takes doubly less time, if that makes sense. That's not even a word. But if that makes sense to you, then I hope it does. But if not, then let me know, and I can try to explain it better, because I don't always explain things the best. Hey, what's up, Logan? How are you?
The doc behaves like a normal Python sequence, by the way, and lets you iterate over its tokens or get a token by its index. But more on that later. Token objects represent the tokens in a document. For example, a word or punctuation character.
Okay. So, excuse me. So in doc, you have tokens. It's saying NLP, okay, token doc at position, token assigned doc at position 1, print token.text. So that should theoretically be world, correct?
To get a token at a specific position, you can index into the doc.
I know some languages don't always start at 0, so you never know.
Token objects also provide various attributes that let you access more information about the tokens. For example, the .text attribute returns the verbatim token text. A span object is a slice of the document consisting of one or more tokens. It's only a view of the doc and doesn't contain any data itself. To create a span, you can use Python slice notation. For example...
Okay, so a span is essentially just trimming the array from certain endpoints. Cool.
1:3 will create a slice starting from the token at position 1 up to, but not including, the token at position 3. Here you can...
Okay, so up to, but not including the token at position 3. So that means in order to get position 1 and 2, I have to slice up to 3. That makes sense. So, basically, going back, that's interesting, and that's very interesting and something that I didn't catch the first time. So in order to slice it, and because there's only, the length of this is 3. However, this position here is 2. So in order to get 1 and 2 in the span, you have to slice it to position 3, which doesn't exist. So you have to basically do up to length of the dock. Makes sense. I'm not a fan of it, but it makes sense. I'm glad I caught that when I did, because that would have caused a lot of anger and debugging later.
Token at position 3. Here you can see some of the available token attributes.
Okay. Doc, assign NLP, it cost $5. Print index, assign token.I for token in doc. It said assign. This index, token.I for token in doc. So I is going to be your index. So that's going to be what position it is. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm assuming this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I haven't quite worked with Python too much. This is going to be me learning Python and working on this project at the same time. So that being said, it's going to be definitely real interesting. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So print text, token.text for token in doc. So we're going to iterate through this for, it's a for loop. We're going to length of doc, and we're indexing through the tokens. So we're getting the text of each one, which is going to be this, 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 and this. Cool. Yeah, I've seen the reason part of the reason why I wanted to do this as well is because I've seen how fun that Python actually looks, and it made me really excited, and just the power of the language itself, like the power of JavaScript and Python just blow my mind, honestly. I absolutely love the languages because of it. I'm like, JavaScript, like in JavaScript, Logan figured this out yesterday. In JavaScript, it doesn't break your code if you call a function and it has, in the function definition, there's 3 parameters. If you only call it with 2 parameters, oh, hey Joe, I don't know if you're on the live on YouTube, but if you are, hey, thank you for subscribing. Let me close it out. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, if you only pass 2, it will automatically assign a value to that 3rd parameter, or that 3rd argument in the header definition. He told me that, and I about had an aneurysm. Like, I just, sometimes, like, it baffles me that JavaScript is such a easy language, like, and how it's so easy and how much actual code. So, like, the arguments that you define in your function header. So you know how you have a function header and you say function test, and in the parentheses you have A and B. Well, say you only pass in A, JavaScript will already have it already has a try catch built in to where it's going to assign B null or undefined. It is, here, let me actually show you. So let's go to the console here. So let's say
A is the index of the token within the pair.
No, sorry, I don't want you to speak right now. Function tst a comma b, and then in the return, where I'm just going to return b. Oh, that works too. So it returns undefined. So I'll do it with the one that you pasted in the chat, Leaf. I think that's the timestamp there. I don't need that. Okay. So hold on. I'm going to do this. So actually, here. I'm just not going to assign argument 3 anything. I'm going to return arg3. Return arg2. Okay, I'll return arg2 instead then. So in order to call the function, let's just do foo, and then it's going to return bar automatically. Now, what if, let me do it this way for you. I'm trying to have nothing like define in the header. So I'm going to have one like not defined in the header, or when I call it, and nothing that's already has a value assigned to it. So when you call it, let's say foo is 1 LOL, I don't know, and then let's just leave it at that. Oh shit. Oh, sorry. Foo 1 syntax. Kiska syntax. And see how it returns undefined? Because argument 3, but it doesn't return an error like it did up here, which is good to look at. Yeah, exactly, quote string args. That is because it's a non-compiled language, so without automatically assigning an undefined value, the whole script would crash and nothing else would work. Yes, exactly. So it took... Hold on. That is because it is a non-compiled language, so without automatically assigning an undefined value, the whole script would crash and nothing else would work. Okay, so makes sense. 100% sense. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Anyways, let's move on. But, okay, so I'm looking at, unless in a try catch, exactly. You gotta have a try catch, and then I know in other compiled languages you have to have it, but excuse me, not have to have it, but I mean, yes, you do have to have a try catch just to make sure there's no issues in your code. Another thing is, I know for sure that when you program in like Java and C++, if you don't have the right amount of arguments in your function call, then that can be that just crashes everything, and then a black hole opens up and your computer yells at you and you basically essentially are dead. Not really, I'm just being dramatic and just going off on a tangent. But anyways, let's get back into it. So we're taking is alpha, okay, token.isAlpha. We're taking a look at everything. So we're taking a look to see if it is an alphabet number, oh my god. And we're taking a look to see if it's actually a letter in here, or if it contains any letters. So is punctuation, I'm assuming that we'd be looking for like commas, periods, all of that. Yeah, okay, true. And then like num, I would assume that would be these two values here. False. So this here, symbol maybe, would that be? I don't know. I would have to look at the docs.
text returns the token text. Is alpha, is punct, and like num return Boolean values indicating whether the token consists of alphabetic characters, whether it's punctuation, or whether it resembles a number. For example, a token 10, 10, or the word 10, T-E-N. These attributes are also called lexical attributes. They refer to the entry in the vocabulary and don't depend on the token's context. Let's see this in action and process your first text with spaCy.
Cool. Let's do it. Let's get started. Alright. Let's get started and try out spaCy. Alright. 55 plus available languages. So... Actually, let me see if I can do this. I'm not 100% sure if my computer, if I have to configure something to, hold on. Let me just figure out where I put this dang folder first. There it is. Crap. I forgot. Open folder. I always hit open file and then I forget that Windows just doesn't realize that I want to open the entire folder instead of just a file. So here let's do just spaCy tutorial.py. Can I do that? Yes, for sure. Okay, bet. I figured that's all I had to do, but you never know. You never know. Let's remove that. Unpin from taskbar. I don't know why it's still there. And let's remove that. And this. And what is this? Office 365? I don't really care about that. I'll leave it there for the time being. Why not? Alright. So, import the English class from spacy.language.en and then create the NLP object. I like how they have this. You just don't have to you just can't copy and paste. Okay, I like that a lot actually. I'm gonna show what? Why? Oh, it's because it formatted everything else on my other console too. Nice. Yeah, I know this is going to probably trigger some people that I'm still doing it this way. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm lazy. I know. I need to figure out the other ways. I was working on it on my whatchamacallit. Hey Joe, I'm good. How are you? But I was slowly figuring it out and using whatchamacallit on my other laptop. But again, I can't use my MacBook Air to stream, and I'm a little low-key salty about that. But anyways, yeah, it might have to go back. It just randomly crashed today. It didn't like crash, but like it shut off and turned back on. Maybe I don't know what happened, but we'll figure it out. As of right now, it's fine, so I'm not worried. I'm not too worried. Definitely gonna back up everything to a hard drive though, and upload whatever projects that aren't on Git. Anyways. Alright, sounds good, Leaf. I'll see you soon if you're coming back. If not, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. Alright, so we're going to import English from spaCy, or import English class from spaCy. So you do en, and then import English. Is that, I hope that's the correct syntax, but okay. So then we're going to create an NLP object, NLP assign English, open parentheses, dot assign NLP, and quotes. This is a sentence. Yes, this is, so Joe, this is a, this is a little passion project that I'm working on with David, Amanoth, and Logan. Sorry, I forgot who I had already named. So we're going to say print, and we're going to say doc.text. Also, autosave. There we go. I don't like having to install. Cool. I just don't like having to continuously save everything. It's annoying. So for those of you who don't know, in VS Code, you can just go under File and hit Autosave, and that'll make updates to your document. You can still like do Control Z and go back and fix what all is not working. It's just, if you make any updates, it's just that this allows you to see it a lot faster. Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay, got it. Good to know. German next. I actually know a little bit of German. I don't know a lot. I understand a little bit. My ex, he was fluent in German, so he would talk to me a little bit in German. So yeah. Python is not installed. Download. Did it? Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to do all this. Oh, there's a tropical storm up there, Joe? Is everything alright? I didn't know that we had a tropical storm, honestly. How's that for 2020? No, we don't have anything here. I'm good for now. Texas might go in into another lockdown though. So that'll be interesting. And why am I using Edge? Why is Edge still a thing? Move that on the second stream. Oh my god. Oh, part 2 German. I see why you said that, Leaf. It took me a second. Let's run this code. Oh, wait. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's really cool. I like this. I wonder, this has to be REPL.it that they embedded here. I bet that is. Is it capital? We'll find out. It'll probably yell at me. Holy moly, that thing is gonna plow over the mid-Atlantic. I'm gonna have to take a look at it. Leaf, the tropical storm Faye. Kiska, whatever happened to Justin's project? So what happened? Okay, cool. It worked. So what happened with Justin is I never heard back from him. So with what happened with Justin, for those of you who don't know, is it was a job opportunity that I potentially had working remotely at a digital media marketing place in Florida. And I got through the first round of interviews, technically, for the first round of technical interviews. Then I got to the second one. The second one, there we go. The second technical interview, what happened with that was I was having issues setting it up because it's not a dud. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, Joe, to be honest with you. But let's do this over here. But basically what had happened was I never heard back from him in order to access a database and information that he had. I used the admin login, but it wasn't working. So, unfortunately, yeah, I never heard back from him, and I, like, bothered him for a couple of days, and then it was apparent that he was never going to get back to me. So, I mean, it is what it is. We're here. We're making it, you know, living the dream, so why not? It sucks, but it is what it is, and whatever. So, I should have totally checked the path on that, because I just hit download and I didn't even look at the path, and now I need to know the path. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing right now. I might have to find the path later. Let's see. Postman. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I'm probably going to... Well, I'm gonna probably set my Python path, or my Python stuff up in the background later. Because I really don't know where I just downloaded that Python thing. The interpreter, whatever. Google Internet Explorer. I just, no. Please, no. Weird. Haha. Found it. I think I found it. I think I know where to go now. It's Windows, yes. Okay. Assembly, ugh. Python is PY. I don't know why I keep thinking it's PO. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find this later because I can't find it, and yeah, I'm gonna have to do some, like, soul searching and figure out where everything actually went. Cause, yeah. Okay. Cause it says that this file was modified. Oh, okay, I see. I see what it's saying. But yeah, never mind. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to find the path later. Damn it. Oh well, whatever. Is this free going live on YouTube? Never done that, so asking. No, it's fine. So yeah, it's 100% free. Haven't had to put any money into this. Other than my setup that you see with the lighting and my capture card and all of that. It's free because YouTube makes money from ads and content creators bringing eyeballs. Yeah, basically. Trying to figure out the YouTube algorithm, you know, all that good stuff. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, trying to figure all that out. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, I don't think VS Code is going to be very helpful for me right now, so I'm just going to minimize this, and we're just going to work in the browser because it looks like everything that we need to do is going to be contained in the browser, so why not? Okay, cool. So you can do all of that. Oh, wait. Let me go back. Can I mark it as complete? Let's mark it as complete. Because I like to mark it as complete. Cool. So, I'm just going to copy this because I don't feel like retyping it down here in this guy. So, I'm just going to do that. Ay. And we're going to go here, and we're going to type in English. NLP is here. I like tree kangaroos and narwhals. Alright. Narwhals is a little bit weird, but alright, I'll take it. First token, dock at position blank. Okay. Select the first token. Does it mean token at position 0 or position 1? I'm gonna do position 1. Dot text. Let's see. So it means position 0. Should have been more specific, thank you. It's not my fault you weren't specific. Alright. So we're gonna import the English class here. What we're gonna do is import English, NLP, English, what? Go down, go end, English, doc, process the text, so we're going to call NLP. Slice of, a slice of the dock for tree kangaroos. So that's going to be token at position 0, 1, 2, 2, that's 3, 4. So 2 to 4. Slice. Right? That's how you do it? I think that's how you do it. Hold on. I'm probably going to mess this up, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Without the period. Hold on. Let's just run the code. Let's see what happens right here. Okay. A slice. Okay, so narwhals is an animal. So it's a type of animal. God dang it, did I just accidentally lose my progress that I had? Am I going to have to retype things? I am. God, that's stupid. But whatever. But yeah, narwhal is like a manatee with a unicorn horn, if that makes sense. Alright. Oh, my friend's going live on Twitch too. Nice. He's a programmer as well. He has great content. Go check him out. It's XX Ghostness XX. He's cool. I went to high school with him. He's also getting into programming. So, anyways, let's take a look here.
Doc object, short for document. The doc lets you access info. Token objects represent the tokens in a document.
Oh, span. That's right. So it's going to be. I don't like how you can't watch this or have this open with another tab, if that makes sense. Yeah. What Leaf said. That's a better answer. I just remember when I was younger, there was a whole song about narwhals, and my sister would go around playing that at full volume, and it pissed me off, and yeah, that's the only remembrance that I had of narwhals. So Antoinette, if you're watching this, thank you for ruining narwhals for me. Love you. First token is at position 0. Hey, C-Films, I'm good. How are you? Oh, you're doing great. Okay, sorry. That was such a generic response. I'm sorry. First token dot text. But I'm good. I'm a little bit tired. Like I said, I was in a funk earlier. It was a little hard for me to get on the stream for whatever reason. But now here we are, and I'm here, and I've been streaming for about an hour, so yeah, it's going pretty good. This has really held me accountable, so I like it. I want to continue to do this because why not? And hopefully other people learn something from it as well. I am going to be putting together a presentation for my YouTube channel as well, so stick around to see that. It's going to be for complete and total beginners. I'm going to either do, I have one of two ideas. Either I was going to do a video on data types or HTML. I think I'm going to do HTML for now, and just go over a couple of more common tags, like the a slice of the doc. So, doc, hold on. 2 to 4. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to do HTML tags because I do feel like that's going to be just better for what I'm going for now. So right now I'm working on an AI project, and I'm actually learning Python in the process of that, but I also do program in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript as well. I have programmed in Java and C++, assembly. I've played around with a little bit PHP, Perl, and SQL. And now I'm working on Python because I want to do some machine learning. So, why not? So let's see. Let's run this code. Let's see what happens. Okay, cool. So it was successful here. I'm in web development. Nice. Awesome. Olive, what? I think it's because yogurt buried her bone, or is protecting her bone that I gave her earlier. And yeah, she's getting upset. She's trying to get it from her, but that's awesome. How long have you been coding in it for? I've just started JavaScript, honestly. In March, I believe. Yeah, March. So March, April timeframe. So a slice of the dock for tree kangaroos and narwhals. So that's what? 1, 0, 1, 2. So it's going to be dock at position 2 to position 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do to position 6 because it's not going to include position 6, which is the period. And we don't want the period right now. Cool. Olive, quit it. Quit it. All right. Cool. So let's take a look here. In this example, you'll use Spacy's doc and token objects and lexical attributes to find percentages in a text. Okay, you'll be looking for two subsequent tokens, a number, and a percent sign. Okay, so we're searching basically for a data type. Use the like num token attribute to check whether a token in the doc resembles a number. All right, so let's take a look here. I want to go bullet by bullet. So we say we import it NLP. Cool. We set up the NLP to English. Doc assign NLP. We have that there. So we have a for loop. In that for loop, we have this here. So if crap, what was the syntax for this? They really do they have? Wait. Let's see. Vocab? Would that be it? Let's see. I'm trying to find a good, like, documentation for all of this, because I am, yeah, hold on, features, statistical mode, linguistics, tokenization. Guys, this is actually really good documentation. I'm just looking at it and I really like it. Anyways, so here it should be token dot like num like underscore num is true. So that's going, we learned in the documentation this returns a Boolean. Get the next token in the document. Okay, so get the token following the current token in the document. The index of the next token in the doc is token.I plus 1. Okay, so we got to access the index. So we're going to say doc at position token, which we're currently on, dot I, or token dot I, index, assign. Okay. Okay, cool. And next token dot text, because that is text, I guess. Let's run code. Cool. Submit. So I haven't really been programming too much to really know exactly what I'm most interested and intrigued about. What really got me excited was natural language processing. Just because I love calculus and linear algebra and DVQ, and I started looking into it, and I realized natural language processing incorporates all three of those. So I was like, I want to do that. I want to do that because it's fun. I love calculus. If I could, I'd have a whiteboard right behind me and I'd be doing calculus like all day long if I could have my way. I love calculus. I don't know what it is. Again, calculus, DVQ, linear algebra. Linear algebra, not so much. I'm more DVQ calculus, but like, I could sit around all day in my apartment and just do math problems. Don't ask me why. I'm just sadistic. But, so right now I'm jumping on the whole machine learning AI kind of bandwagon, either fortunately or unfortunately. But yeah. Ooh, statistics. Have I heard of RS Studio? I have not. Let me look it up now. Do I like statistics? Or you like statistics? Okay, so I'm among like minds here, because I hate statistics. I think it's like one of the worst things I've ever really encountered. So that being said, I understand there's like the little bit of self-loathing that has to come with liking math and certain maths, and I think statistics for me is worse than calculus. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm sorry. I'm sure you love yourself, but yeah, I don't like stats at all. One of my degrees is in mathematical thinking and visualization. Oh, dude, that's fucking dope. I've been wanting to go back to get a degree in something. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I'm doing stuff now. I'm in a course. Have projects going. I have a portfolio, but I do want to get into the whole AI kind of field, and unless I go to either a boot camp or a really expensive college, I don't know if I really want to do that. So, who knows? We'll find out. But yeah. They do screening for IT companies. No CS degree required. You only need to pass their tests. Yeah. Yeah, for most places they do. Joe, I've encountered a couple of places that have automatically disqualified me because I don't have a degree and I don't have a lot of relevant experience. I do have a portfolio though. So, it's been an uphill battle, needless to say, but slowly but surely getting there. But I'm taking a look into this RStudio now. Integrated development environment for R and Python with a console syntax highlighting editor that supports... Ooh. Okay. Avon. NASA. Okay, you got me with the NASA and the Walmart. Okay. Huh. Resources, products, RStudio. RStudio is a programming thing that is used... Ew. I'm gonna have to delve into this, because, like... I just said dive. Wow. Anyways. I'm going to take a look into this maybe a little bit later on tonight, because this is interesting. This is really interesting. Yeah. I'm gonna bookmark this, and I'm gonna come back to it later, because I like shiny things, and I want to play around with it. So, why not? Okay, cool. So I'll take a look at that later because, yeah, I'm not really... I'm trying to do this right now. Nice to meet you, too. And look, your favorite thing, stats.
Let's add some more power to the NLP object. In this lesson, you'll learn about SPACY statistical models. SPACY is a modern Python library for industrial-strength natural language processing. In this free and interactive online course, you'll learn how to use SPACY to build advanced natural... Let's add some more power to the NLP object. In this lesson, you'll learn about SPACY statistical models. Some of the most interesting things you can analyze are context-specific. For example, whether a word is a verb or whether a span of text is a person name. Statistical models enable SPACY to make predictions in context. This usually includes part-of-speech tags, syntactic dependencies, and named entities. Models are trained on large datasets of labeled example texts. They can be updated with more examples to fine-tune their predictions. For example, to perform better on your specific data. SPACY provides a number of pre-trained model packages you can download using the SPACY download command. For example, the EN Core WebSM package is a small English model that supports all core capabilities and is trained on web text. The SPACY.load method loads a model package by name and returns an NLP object. The package provides the binary weights that enable SPACY to make predictions. It also includes the vocabulary and meta-information to tell SPACY which language class to use and how to configure the processing pipeline.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the follow here. I appreciate it. I do. I'm trying to grow my channel, so everybody helps. Every single one helps. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go over this again.
Specific data. SPACY provides a number of pre-trained model packages you can download using the SPACY download command. For example, the EN Core WebSM package is a small English model that supports all core capabilities and is trained on web text. The SPACY.load method loads a model package by name and returns an NLP object. The package provides the binary weights that enable SPACY to make predictions. It also includes the vocabulary and meta-information to tell SPACY which language class to use and how to configure the processing pipeline. Let's take a look at a model's predictions. In this example, we're using SPACY to predict part-of-speech tags, the word types in context. First, we load the small English model and receive an NLP object. Next, we're processing the text, "She ate the pizza."
I'm just going to point one thing out, and I'm going to move on from it. But can we just take a look at this right here? I know that's supposed to be pronoun, but if you're dyslexic or you're just taking a glance at that, that could go really bad real quick. I'm just throwing that out there.
For each token in a doc, we can print the text and the .pos underscore attribute, the predicted part-of-speech tag. In SPACY, attributes that return strings usually end with an underscore. Attributes without the underscore
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
return an integer ID value. Here, the model correctly predicted ate as a verb and pizza as a noun. In addition to the part-of-speech tags, we can also predict how the words are related. For example, whether a word is the subject of the sentence or an object.
Oh. Okay. So she is a pronoun, and its noun subject is ate. So ate is a verb, the root is ate. The is determining, and it's determining pizza. Pizza is a noun, which determines object, ate. Okay.
The .dep underscore attribute returns the predicted dependency label. The .head attribute returns the syntactic head token. You can also think of it as the parent token that this word is attached to.
Okay, so everything branches off the verb and everything relates back to the verb. And then, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'll rewatch
dependencies,
this.
spaCy uses a standardized label scheme. Here's an example of some common labels. The pronoun she is a nominal subject attached to the verb, in this case to ate. The noun pizza is a direct object attached to the verb ate. It is eaten by the subject, she. The determiner the, also known as an article, is attached to the noun pizza. Named entities are real-world objects that are assigned a name. For example, a person, an organization, or a country. The doc.ends property lets you access the named entities predicted by the model. It returns an iterator of span objects, so we can print the entity text.
Oh, Logan, I don't know if you're still here, but I got a couple of ideas for this. Right here. Got a couple ideas for that.
And the entity label, using the .label underscore attribute. In this case, the model is correctly predicting Apple as an organization, UK as a geopolitical entity, and $1 billion as money. A quick tip, to get definitions for the most common tags and labels, you can use the spaCy.explain helper function. For example, GPE for geopolitical entity isn't exactly intuitive, but spaCy.explain can tell you that it refers to countries, cities, and states. The same works for part-of-speech tags and dependency labels. Now it's your turn. Let's take a look at spaCy's statistical models and let's add some more power to...
So, what do I think of data visualization? I think it's freaking dope, dude. I don't know if you've seen it, but I think it was D3JS. This thing is amazing. It's a whole library for displaying data. It is gorgeous. And you can display a lot of data, but I love this here. This is by far one of my favorite data visualizations. Because it's like a stipple picture of Obama. So you can make any like stipple picture out of just a whole bunch of random data points. I love data visualization. I think it's cool. I know there's a lot of stats that go into data visualization though. So, you know, that's one of the things that doesn't excite me as much. But I think data visualization is cool, it's important, and it has a lot of value. What is this? This is wicked. That is crazy. It's satisfying to look at. But yeah, check out D3JS. That's where I'm at right now. There's a whole bunch of JavaScript libraries I'm sure you know of out there. It's really cool.
In this lesson, you'll learn about spaCy's statistical models. Some of the most interesting things you can analyze are context-specific. For example, whether a word is a verb or whether a span of text is a person name. Statistical models enable spaCy to make predictions in context. This usually includes part-of-speech tags, syntactic dependencies, and named entities. Models are trained on large datasets of labeled example texts. They can be updated with more examples to fine-tune their predictions. For example, to perform better on your specific data. spaCy provides a number of pre-trained model packages you can download using the spaCy download.
Okay. Real quick, let me answer Abdullah on Facebook because, sorry Abdullah, I have everything feeding into Restream, and for whatever reason, Restream, even though they show that they bring up messages from your chat from Facebook in the browser Restream chat, they do not. So, hey, what's up? What's good? Oh, hold on. Let me see. Sorry, guys. I like responding to comments because, you know, why not? And I'm here ultimately for all of us to learn. So, I feel that I love solving calculus problems. I've took advanced placement calc the past 2 years. It feels amazing. Yes, calculus is so satisfying. Like, it really is. Did I buy a new camera? So, Abdullah, what happened was we found out that my MacBook, the CPU, was not able to handle streaming. So I am currently on my old desktop, right? Or old desktop, oh my god. Old laptop. I'm on my Dell right now. My MacBook isn't streaming friendly. So that being said, yeah, it's the same camera, same capture card, $23 capture card, by the way, y'all. Hit me up if you want the link. But anyways, yeah, I'm just using a capture card and a knockoff GoPro that I bought last year or 2 years ago when I was thinking of starting YouTube. And yeah, now I'm currently using, and data visualization is cool. Definitely is. It definitely is really cool. But yeah, yep. Anyways. I was not the best at calculus. Well, I'm sorry about that. I can always help you out if you need any help. I gotta teach David calculus. He wants me to help him with it. He needs a little bit of help in the calculus department, which I understand. Calculus is not easy, but I love it. Alright, let's start this over.
Let's add some more power to the NLP object. In this lesson, you'll learn about spaCy statistical models. Some of the most interesting things you can analyze are context-specific. For example, whether a word is a verb or whether a span of text is a person name. Statistical models enable spaCy to make predictions in context. This usually includes part-of-speech tags, syntactic dependencies, and named entities. Models are trained on large datasets of labeled example texts. They can be updated with more examples to fine-tune their predictions. For example, to perform better on your specific data.
Made it through Calculus 3. Oh, that's dope. I did too. I love Calc 3.
The number of pre-trained model packages you can download using the spaCy download command. For example, the EN Core WebSM package is a small English model that supports all core capabilities and is trained on web text. The spaCy.load method loads a model package by name and returns an NLP object. The package provides the binary weights that enable spaCy to make predictions. It also includes the vocabulary and meta information to tell spaCy which language class to use and how to configure the processing pipeline. Let's take a look at the model's predictions. In this example, we're using spaCy to predict part-of-speech tags, the word types in context.
Okay, so it's token.pos _. Oh, I see a whole bunch of puns coming for that later.
First, we load the small English model and receive an NLP object. Next, we're processing the text, she ate the pizza. For each token in the doc, we can print the text and the .pos underscore attribute, the predicted part-of-speech tag. In spaCy, attributes that return strings usually end with an underscore. Attributes without the underscore return an integer ID value.
Excuse me.
Here, the model correctly predicted ate as a verb and pizza as a noun. In addition to the part-of-speech tags, we can also predict how the words are related. For example, whether a word is the subject of the sentence or not.
Okay, so POS is going to be predicting the speech. DEP is the dependency, what it depends on. This is the root of the sentence, but everything tells me, so this word here tells me how it relates back to the root word. And then the very last one, which is head.text, is very similar to a parent function. So basically it tells you what that actual token relates directly to. Makes sense. Cool.
Object. The .det underscore attribute returns the predicted dependency label, the .head label scheme. Here's an example of some common labels. The pronoun she is a nominal subject attached to the verb in nation or country. The .ends prop, also known as an article, is attached to the noun pizza. Named entities are real-world objects that are assigned a name, for example, a person, an organization, or a country. The .ends property lets you access the named entities predicted by the model. It returns an iterator of span objects, so we can print the entity text and the entity label using the .label underscore attribute. In this case, the model is correctly predicting Apple as an organization, UK as a geopolitical entity, and $1 billion as money.
Okay, so entity must be an attribute of the imported class that that's already programmed, that you scan the sentence for. Sorry, I just realized I don't know what Yogurt did with her actual phone. And I think everybody's asleep, so I don't know what happened with it. Odin, oh my god, Odin is just like sprawled out on the couch over there. Anyways, entity.label. Okay, so that's going to be actually labeling the actual entity itself. So it's identifying it as either an organization or a country or money, I guess. I want to take a look into entity to see what it can actually identify. That would be cool to know.
To get definitions for the most common tags and labels, you can use the spaCy.explain helper function. For example, GPE for geopolitical entity isn't exactly intuitive, but spaCy.explain can tell you that it refers to countries, cities, and states. The same works for part-of-speech tags and dependency labels. Now it's your turn. Let's take a look at spaCy statistical models and applications.
Mark that as complete, and let's go next. And for those of you just tuning in, or who have tuned in and you didn't know what I was doing, each video I kind of go back and I reiterate what was just said, so I make sure I understand what's going on. So what's not included in a model package that you can load into spaCy? label data, right? Yeah. So the label data that the model was trained on, because the model had to be trained on the original data that was labeled, which makes sense because you got to tell the computer how to process something first rather than just be like, process it for me. And yeah, just go from there. Like, computers are essentially stupid. You got to tell them what you need to do. So load the in-core, okay. Use spacey.load to load this here, which I really don't feel like spelling that, so I'm just going to go Control-C, Control-V, because why not? Work smarter, not harder, y'all. Process the text, so we're going to say NLP, and we're going to pass text in. Print the document text, so it's going to be token.text. I actually really like Spacey, guys. It's pretty easy to use, and this tutorial, even though I'm going through this kind of slow, what? Oh, so it's running on Docker. Anyways, I really like this. I think this is a good little tool that they have started to get started. It's just a crash course. Print the document text. Oh. Oh, shoot. Right? No, that's wrong. Oh, no, it's not. It's official. Apple is the first U.S. public company to reach. Okay. Now that you practice loading models, let's look at some of their predictions. Okay. Mark it as complete. Let's go next. Okay. You'll now get to try one of Spacey's pre-trained model packages and see its predictions in actions. Feel free to try it out on your own text to find what tags. Just Spacey.explain, for example. Okay, cool. Process the text with the NLP object and create a doc. For each token, print the token text, the tokens.pos, and the tokens.dep. So here we're going to go NLP, and we're going to pass in text. Here is going to be token text, so token.text. Here is going to be token.pos underscore. And down here is token.dep underscore. If I can spell token right, that would be helpful. Let's not break code. Or let's break it and then fix it. Huh. Ooh, that's cool. So root is official. That's cool. And it's even identifying the apostrophe S as a verb. That's really cool. Okay. I see. Okay. Process the text and create a doc object. Iterate over doc.entities and print the entity text and label attribute. Okay, if I can talk. So NLP, we're going to pass in text. In our for loop, we're going to say doc.entities, for entities in doc.entities. And we're going to outprint .label. So print the entity text and its labels. So we're going to do .text. And what are its labels? Oh, and .labels. Okay. I totally misread that comma as that period as a comma. .label underscore. Run code. Let's see. Oh, I have an error. Whoops. Okay. Ents. There's an S, y'all. That's the issue. There's an S. Trillions and trillions. If y'all know who I'm referencing, I love you. Models are statistical and not always right. Whether their predictions are correct depends on the training data and the text you are processing. Let's take a look at an example. Process the text with the NLP object, iterate over the entities, and print out the entity text and label. Looks like the model didn't predict iPhone X. Create a span for those tokens manually. Okay. So we're going to say NLP, pass in text. We're going to iterate over the entity. So for ents, in ents, doc.ents. Don't forget the S, boys and girls. Doc.ents. But it's on ents, not docs. So we're going to print the entity. So it's going to be ent. I think it's just ent. Yeah, not ents on the first one. I hate S's. I hate S's. I hate them. Especially in programming. Anyways. Ent dot label underscore. Okay, so span for iPhone X is position 1 to 3. So doc from... Would you still say doc from position 1 to 3? Like this? I think you would. I'm not 100% sure. Let's find out. Yep. That works. Let's see. Got it. Okay, I really like this. I really like this and the way they have this set up. I think this is a really good way to get people started with their
In this lesson, we'll take a look at Spacy's Matcher, which lets you write rules to find words and phrases in text.
and their SDK.
Compared to regular expressions, the Matcher works with doc and token objects instead of only strings. It's also more flexible. You can search for text, but also for other lexical attributes. You can even write rules that use the model's predictions. For example, find the word duck only if it's a verb, not a noun.
Okay, I'm going to go back to the start.
In this lesson, we'll take a look at Spacy's Matcher, which lets you write rules to find words and phrases in text. Compared to regular expressions, the Matcher works with doc and token objects instead of only strings. It's also more flexible. You can search for texts, but also for other lexical attributes. You can even write rules that use the model's predictions. For example, find the word duck only if it's a verb, not a noun. Match patterns are lists of dictionaries. Each dictionary describes one token. The keys are the names of token attributes, mapped to their expected values. In this example, we're looking for two tokens with the text iPhone and X. We can also match on other token attributes. Here, we're looking for two tokens whose lowercase forms equal iPhone and X. We can even write patterns using attributes predicted by the model. Here, we're matching a token with a lemma buy plus a noun. The lemma is the base form, so this pattern would match phrases like buying milk or bought flowers. To use a pattern, we first import the matcher from Spacy.matcher. We also load a model and create the NLP object. The matcher is initialized with a shared vocabulary, nlp.vocab. You'll learn more about this later. For now, just remember to always pass it in. The matcher.add method lets you add a pattern. The first argument is a unique ID to identify which pattern was matched. The second argument is an optional callback. We don't need one here, so we set it to none. The third argument is the pattern. To match the pattern on a text, we can call the matcher on any doc. This will return the matches. When you call the matcher on a doc, it returns a list of tuples. Each tuple consists of 3 values: the match ID, the start index, and the end index of the matched span. This means we can iterate over the matches and create a span object, a slice of the doc at the start and end index.
Okay.
Here's an example of a more complex pattern using lexical attributes. We're looking for 5 tokens. A token consisting of only digits, 3 case-insensitive tokens for FIFA, World, and Cup, and a token that consists of punctuation. The pattern matches the tokens 2018 FIFA World Cup, : In this example, we're looking for 2 tokens. A verb with a lemma love followed by a noun. This pattern will match love dogs and love cats. Operators and quantifiers let you define how often a token should be matched. they can be added using the OP key. Here, the question mark operator makes the determiner token optional, so it will match a token with a lemma by and an optional article and a noun. OP can have one of 4 values. An exclamation mark negates the token, so it's matched 0 times. A question mark makes the token optional and matches it 0 or 1 times. A plus matches a token 1 or more times. And finally, an asterisk matches 0 or more times. Operators can make your patterns a lot more powerful, but they also add more complexity, so use them wisely. Token-based matching opens up a lot of new possibilities for information extraction, so let's try it out and write some patterns.
I think she got into the litter box again.
In this lesson, we'll take a look at Spacy's matcher, which lets you write rules to find words and phrases in text. Compared to regular expressions, the matcher works with doc and token objects instead of only strings. It's also more flexible. You can search for texts, but also for other lexical attributes. You can even write rules that use the model's predictions.
Hi.
For example, find the word duck only if it's a verb, not a noun. Match patterns are lists of dictionaries. Each dictionary...
Crap, I didn't even realize that my camera died. Give me 1 second. Olive. Olive, stop it. My dog is begging for attention right now. She's like basically up in this chair with me. Olive. Stop it. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Should be turning on now. My bad. Just call me out next time it dies, please. There we go. This is Olive. This is Olive. She's my baby. She's a big old baby. She's always wants to be the center of attention. Can you get off? Come on. Oh, okay. Yes, I love you too. Down. Thank you. I'll get you some food in a little bit. Promise. You got some in your bowl, though. So, I don't really think it would be different. But, you know. Okay, anyways. Let's get back to it.
One token. The keys are the names of token attributes, mapped to their expected values. In this lesson, we'll take a look at Spacy's matcher, which lets you write rules to find words and phrases in text. Compared to regular expressions, the matcher works with doc and token objects instead of only strings. It's also more flexible. You can search for texts, but also for other lexical attributes. You can even write rules that use the model's predictions. For example, find the word duck only if it's a verb, not a noun. Match patterns are lists of dictionaries. Each dictionary describes one token. The keys are the names of token attributes, mapped to their expected values. In this example, we're looking for 2 tokens with the text iPhone and X. We can also match on other token attributes. Here, we're looking for 2 tokens whose lowercase forms equal iPhone and X. We can even write patterns using attributes predicted by the model. Here, we're matching a token with a lemma by plus a noun. The lemma is the base form, so this pattern would match phrases like buying milk or bought flowers. To use a pattern, we first import the matcher from spacy.matcher. We also load a model and create the NLP object. The matcher is initialized with a shared vocabulary.
Okay, so I'm just going to go over it from here. So basically you import Spacy from Spacy, you import a matcher. From that matcher, basically what you're doing is you're loading your training package there. You're assigning a new matcher with nlp.vocab, which I'm assuming is an element of this spacy.load function call here that's returned and stored into NLP. So it must be a dictionary that's returned. That dictionary now contains an element called vocab. Then now we're appending to the matcher here, which, okay, sorry, I wanted to make sure my batteries were separate, the ones that's dead and the ones that's not. Alright, sounds good, Leaf. Yeah, just come back, see if I'm still here. If I'm not, then I probably hopped off and I'm done streaming for the day. But I should be working on YouTube videos tonight, we'll see. So we're adding the pattern to the actual matcher itself. So we're initializing some type of dictionary here with the two attributes that we're looking for. And then down below, under that, we're saying matcher.add iPhone_pattern. So that means we're giving it the name, we're more than likely giving it the name iPhone pattern, none pattern. Okay, so I don't know what this none is. I would have to look at the docs, but I'm assuming pattern, this is the not assuming, this is the dictionary here. So, okay. Doc assign NLP upcoming iPhone X.
NLP.vocab.
Okay.
You learn more about this later.
So
For
now
just
you're
remember to
training
always
your
pass it in.
match down here.
The matcher.add method lets you add a pattern. The first argument is a unique ID to identify which pattern was matched. The second argument is an optional callback. We don't need one here, so we set it to none.
Okay,
The
the
third
callback
argument is the
function.
pattern.
There's our answer.
To match the pattern on a text, we can call the matcher on any doc. This will return the matches. When you call the matcher on a doc, it returns a list of tuples. Each tuple consists of 3 values: the match ID, the start index, and the end index of the matched span. This means we can iterate over the matches and create a span.
Okay, so it returns a span that gives you the position of the element that you are looking for within the actual token itself. No, not token. The actual doc itself. Boom.
Span object, a slice of the doc at the start and end index. Here's an example of a more complex pattern using lexical attributes. We're looking for 5 tokens. A token consisting of only digits, 3 case-insensitive tokens for FIFA, World, and Cup, and a token that consists of punctuation. The pattern matches the tokens 2018 FIFA World Cup, : In this example, we're looking for 2 tokens. A verb with the lemma love followed by a noun. This pattern will match love dogs and love cats.
Okay.
Operators and quantifiers let you define how often a token should be matched. They can be added using the OP key. Here, the question mark operator makes the determiner token optional, so it will match a token with a lemma by and an optional article and a noun. OP can have 1 of 4 values. An exclamation mark negates the token, so it's matched 0 times. A question mark makes the token...
Okay, so each operator, or what did she call them? Operations, I guess. I don't know. So the exclamation point means it matches 0 times. I develop a data-driven website but need visualizations. Okay. But yeah, I can definitely look into that a little bit later. For sure. I know we're going to be looking into data visualization libraries for this project as well. Who's on that? I think Amanath is on that. So I can get with him and we can talk about it. If you have a software requirement docs, feel free to reach out to me and I can give you my email so you can pass that along. We can go from there. But yeah. Okay. Question mark optional matches 0 or 1 time. So basically it's saying it's whatever. You can either match 1 time or 0 times, but you can't match any more than 1 time. Cool. So a plus is 1 or more times. So that means it's found and you're looking for every single instance of that that certain element you're searching for, that certain whatchamacallit. Yeah, element, right? Token. I'm trying to get the verbiage right here. All right, and then the asterisk is matched 0 or more times. So that's just basically saying, I don't care if you find it. I don't care if you don't. Just give me every single instance. And if it's not there, then, whatever. Makes sense. Cool. So let's mark that as complete because homegirl's done talking. All right, so import spacey.matcher from matcher. We're going to load in this here. We're uploading this here as well. So we're initializing it with the NLP object shared vocab. So we're going to say matcher NLP. No, matcher, right? I think that's how she had it. And then you do NLP What the heck? NLP dot vocab. Oh, I need to just turn off this trackpad. I hate this trackpad after using my Mac. Absolutely hate this. But anyways, so create a pattern that matches the text values of 2 tokens, iPhone and X. Cool. So let's do that. This is how you do it, right? I think that's the correct documentation. I don't know. I'll play around with it here in a second. So you're going to say, actually, I'm going to copy this and take a look at the documentation real quick, because that I feel like is 100% wrong the way I'm doing it.
In this lesson, we'll take a look at Spacey's match that consists of punctuation. The pattern matches the tokens, can iterate over the matches and create a span object. A slice of the doc at the... To match the pattern...
Okay. Nope, I was right the first time. That's just weird. That's really weird, but whatever. Okay. So just Control V. There we go. Cool. So we're going to say text. We're going to say iPhone. And comma again. We're going to say text. And then here, and then again, we're going to say X. End quotes. Yeah. That looks right. I don't know why this isn't doing what it should, but whatever. So add the pattern to the matcher. So we're going to do matcher.add. Matcher.add. And we're going to, the last one is pattern. And guys, I'm thinking about it now. So I was telling everybody that I was going to go on and go through my live streams and edit the highlights from them. I think I'm going to do that once a week now that I'm thinking about it, because I think doing it every single day or for every single day, it's not going to be the best use of my time, if you will, but I do believe like it is going to be useful. So that being said, I think I'm going to, at every 7 days, what I'll do is I'll go on and take a look at what I already have and then compile all of that into a shorter, more digestible YouTube video on my channel. And then I think that's how we're going to do it. Kind of what worked for me last week, where we're at with the project, what sprint I'm on, what needs to get done for that sprint, and all of that good stuff. But yep. I think that would be the best bet now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just had that idea, so, you know, whatever. Anyways, let's get back into it. So matches assign. Okay. Call the matcher on the doc and store the results in the variable matches. Call the matcher on doc. So matcher doc, like that. Is that how you do it? Let's see. If it's not how you do it, we gonna have to figure it out. Yeah, that's not. Oh. Invalid syntax. How? What did I do wrong? I'm going to just copy all this again because we all know how this went last time. But why is it incorrect syntax, though? Looks pretty correct to me. I mean, okay. Whatever. Let's just select all and paste it again. Ah, crap. Hold on. There we go. How is this wrong? That's a comma, right? Yeah, that's a comma. All my parentheses are closed. Does anybody see the issue here? Because it's giving me an error. It's saying invalid syntax. Oh, that's why. I didn't close iPhone. Haha. Always match your quotes and brackets, kids. Okay, that's what I thought. So, NLP. Maybe. No. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. We're just going to copy and paste it and go back to the video again. Boys and girls.
In this lesson, we'll take a look at Spacey's Matcher, which lets you write rules on iPhone, buying milk, or bought flowers. Callback. We don't need one here, so we set it to none. The third argument is the pattern.
Match your docs. But that was the right syntax. Or it should have been. Oh, it's this line of code right here, Kiska. You idiot. Okay. Again, let's copy this. That works. Let's see.
In this lesson, we'll take a look at Spacey's Matcher, which lets you write rules to find words and phrases in text. We don't consists of to match the pattern.
It's a capital M, y'all. It's a capital M. I'm telling you, I absolutely hate the capitals and the E or the S's. Yeah, it's annoying. After I finish this, I'm going to go on and work on my presentation for YouTube. I don't think I'm going to phone tonight. Phone. I said phone. Phone. Film. I don't think I'm going to film tonight, but I am going to create a presentation. Yeah. I think I might do it off stream though. I know I said I was going to do it on stream, but I'm getting kind of tired and I want to move over to my couch and kind of just work from my couch. I think that would be the best for right now. I'm kind of low energy again, so I don't want to push myself too much. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I like pushing myself, but I don't want to push myself over the edge, if that makes sense. So, I mean, we still got, almost a 2-hour live stream in. So I still worked 2 hours on, to be honest, I talked probably about 30 minutes of that. So I still did, still did an hour and a half of coding for day 2. Not pretty decent, not bad. Hold on. I'm going to be right back. Olive got Yogurt's bone and she does not, she does not need to. This is not yours. This is yours. Ay, ay, ay. My dog's wild and oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to jump off anyways. At 10 o'clock, I gotta open up the Zoom room for the JSC live call. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Profit with JavaScript has live calls, and they're pretty freaking dope. I led one last Friday. Rishi and David led one yesterday. Tatiana's leading the one tonight, so just another reason to join the course. Excuse me. Okay. So in this exercise, you'll practice writing more complex matching patterns using different token attributes and operators. Write one pattern that only mentions the full iOS version. Okay, cool. So the text is always going to be this here, but the number is going to vary. So how do you do that? That is a good question. So the text we already know is going to be iOS. I just don't know how you would do the its digit. When in doubt, search the docs. Let's see. We're creating a pattern here, so let's look up pattern. No, I don't want entity ruler. I want pattern. Okay. It's a bool. Is digit. It's digit. I wonder if it's going to be this. Let's try it. Let's run the code. Let's see if we broke it. Because I like breaking things. I probably didn't break it, by the way. Kind of hope I did because it's fun to break things, but you know. I broke it. That's what happened. Connection failed. Cool. We did it. So it's as simple as giving it a bool value. It's great. Okay. And that sounded like sarcasm. It was not. Write one pattern that only matches forms of download, tokens with the lemma download, followed by a token with the part of speech tag pronoun, proper noun. Oh. So that's proper noun, not pronoun. Cool. Good to know. Okay. So I downloaded Fortnite on my laptop and can't open the game at all. Help. So when I was downloading Minecraft, I got... oh, gosh. Seems like they just searched Google for typical download questions, or Stack Overflow, or maybe even Twitch, who knows, chat room maybe. Anyways, Olive, really, it makes it very hard for me to program if you're in my lap, so I'm sorry, baby girl, I love you, and you got some pets, and you got some loving, but yeah, you need to get down. Alright, so the form of downloaded plus a proper noun. So, POS is this. Here. That's how you identify the POS. So I'm going to control copy that. The lemma, I'm assuming, means word. So we want download. And guys, I might sound stupid, but I really don't know what a lemma is, so I'll probably look that up later. Okay. Let's see. A. She barks at random noises outside. Stop. Okay? Nobody's hurting you. Nobody's hurting me. You ain't gotta bark. Okay? I don't know why you're looking at me now, but okay, lower. Why is there not lemma in here? Control F, lemma. Okay. The token simple and extended part of speech tag. So is it the quotes? It's the quotes, guys. It's the quotes. Because that should have worked. Literally, those are the stupid mistakes I run into that take me forever to figure out. So write one pattern that matches adjectives, okay, followed by one or two nouns. So I don't want, did I really Control Z? Okay, no, I didn't. Cool. Control C. Okay. So first we want this. We want an adjective. We want a noun. The next, I'm going to spend way too long trying to copy that. I'm just going to write it. So we're going to cap lock it. We're going to say noun. And then the OP, the operator, is going to be not the question mark. Yeah, we're almost done, Leaf. I think this is actually the last one. We're going to say the POS is going to be noun. And Leaf, I'm going to hop off after this because I forgot. I got to open up the room for JSC, and I actually do want to go sit down on the couch and do my presentation from there. So I'm going to hop off after this. Even though I said I was going to stay on, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm hitting a wall here. I think I need to eat because I haven't ate today. Cool. I think we did it. This is really cool, guys. I really liked this tutorial. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it in my live streams. If y'all want to check it out, because I do think this would be really helpful for anybody who's interested in learning any natural language processing. I think it's a really helpful website. Let's see. I don't know why, but maybe it just doesn't want to pop up in every chat. But let's see. Let's go to YouTube. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. It ain't gonna be pretty. Ooh. Oh, okay. I think I'm good. I think I'm good now. Okay, cool. And it went to YouTube. David taught me that trick. Just breathe in really hard, and it typically stops. But yeah. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I was on my Facebook, and I saw a picture of me and one of my good friends from Houston, Logan, dressed up. We were dressed up as Harley Quinn and the Joker. It's freaking dope. Anyways, cool. Yeah, so I think we're just about done, y'all. Let's submit that. If we didn't already. Oh. Are you using the correct operator? Well, because he questioned me, I'm probably not. I was pretty confident there for a second. But one or more times. By one or two. So maybe the asterisk? But I assumed that you wanted it to match more than... I don't know. Just tell me what operator I need to use. I guess it doesn't... I'm going to mark this as complete, but let me show hints. Question mark to match 0 or 1 time. So is it the question mark? Why would it be the question mark? And why is it not submitting? Okay, well, let me see, Control C. Oh, please. Please don't remove my progress when I click off of this. It sure did. Hey, I'm getting ready to hop off here in a second, actually. I'm a little bit tired and I want to work on my presentation over in my living room on my couch, which I don't know why. It's just something I want to do. And I'm starting to get a little bit exhausted. So, I'm going to go on and just collect information, and I should upload a new video to YouTube, if not tomorrow afternoon, maybe tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, I guess. We're still waiting on this to respond. Docker is really slow. It takes a lot of CPU usage. My God, my animals, man, my animals. Yogurt does this thing. She waits until Olive has finished her bone, and she'll chew her bone right in front of her. And she'll just wait until Olive is done with her bone and just literally torture her and just chew her bone right in front of her. She typically gets it taken away by Olive too, which is kind of funny. So I'm just going to see the solution because I'm really curious what operator they wanted us to use. And this thing is not wanting to cooperate with me. Docker, like I said, is kind of memory intensive. Well, I might not actually be able to see it. Oh no. I am seeing it right there. So it was a question mark. So I guess question mark 0 or 1 times. I'm going to have to look into that because it says to match 0 or 1 times. XMAP, yeah. So this website actually has Docker embedded, I believe. I think this is Docker here. I'm not sure. But it was talking about Docker in the actual thing, so I assumed it was just Docker. Ooh. Excuse me. There was the sneeze. Oh, my allergies have been acting up the past few days. But, you know, whatever. Well, I don't see where they actually, if they're actually using Docker or they linked Docker or something. I don't see it, but they probably also have that private because the API key is probably in there. Thank you. But yeah, alright, so we're kind of done. Oh, there's more chapters. Ooh, how many chapters are there? 3, 4. So there's 4 chapters, y'all. I think tomorrow I'll work on chapter 2. How about that? That's what we'll do. I'll bookmark that page. So tomorrow, come back to see me do chapter 2 of Learning Spacey. If you want to follow along, I'll give y'all the link. I already shared it to chapter 1, but all that good stuff you can stream with me tomorrow. Follow along if you want to. You don't have to. I just think this is really cool. And yeah, this is interesting, guys. And I really like the way that they have this set up because it's a mini course, basically, with Spacey. So it's teaching you how to use their SDK, which I think that it's a library SDK, right? I think they're about the same thing, I guess. Oh, maybe it's not. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, so I appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, I'm sorry I'm not going to be doing my presentation on camera today, or making it on camera. I think I'm just gonna do that on my own on the couch, just because it's almost 9 o'clock here. I'm kind of worn out. Again, I don't know. I kind of hit an energy slump midday, and then I forced myself to get on here because positive peer pressure. I told people I was going to do this every single day. So positive peer pressure made me do it. So, I mean, you gotta take a negative and turn it into a positive somehow, and that's what we're rocking with right now. So, that being said, we're going to just keep going with it because obviously it worked. It obviously worked because here I am, even though I was on my phone, just watching YouTube. So, yeah. Anyways, that being said, y'all have a great rest of your night. I will talk to you guys later. Oh, let me check it out. I'll check it out real quick before I hop off. Okay. So basically, you have a whole bunch of films in a database, and each one, movies filmed, like, okay, I see. So you're wanting to do some data visualization for your front end for the data that you have stored in your database. Okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Armande? I think that's how you say his name. I'm sorry. If I butchered that, I'm really, really sorry. Please correct me next time you're talking to me because I'm terrible with pronunciations. Like, even though English is my first language, I speak like it's not at all sometimes. Like, David corrects me on my English. If y'all know David is from Eastern Europe. I won't disclose his location. He's not very proud of it, so I'm not going to disclose it because that's his stuff. But yeah, he corrects me on my pronunciation. But yeah, this is cool. This would be really cool with some data visualization thrown in. What I'll do is I'll take a look into D3 and see what would be cool to use that with, and maybe other data visualization websites, because a lot of data visualization right now is geographical, because of LiDAR technology and all that good stuff. But yeah. So I will talk to everybody tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm hoping to live stream after Naz's live call, which is at 1 my time. So typically it lasts like 2 hours or so. Yeah, about 2 hours or so, 3 hours sometimes. So we'll see. Hopefully I can get on by like 5 or so. That sounds like a decent time. So let's say about 5 tomorrow. That'll be the end goal. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being awesome, and thank you for being here and interacting. For those of you who have, even if you didn't interact, thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be just teaching myself natural language processing for about 100 days at least. So that being said, if you're interested, I will be teaching myself, which in return I will be teaching you. We'll be doing it together, so why not? So yeah, everybody, y'all have a great night, day, morning, wherever you are, and I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.